But George St. Pierre is joining us now. It's good to have you here.
It's good to be with you. Thank you.
I'm just curious. We can talk about the future of ultimate combat, fighting combat, or we can talk about the future of streaming because both seem to be going in directions, whether it's streaming or not, in a pandemic where the audiences continue to grow. Where do you want to begin?
Well, now I've taken my retirement from competition, so I'm turning into acting right now. I'm training full time in acting every week. So this big series just came out, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and very excited about it.
So, George, there's lots of excitement surrounding this as well, but I'm curious just from your perspective, because you're not the first athlete that we've seen obviously go into Hollywood and have some success in Hollywood. So I guess how did you, being an MMA fighter, if at all, did it prepare you for this role in Hollywood? And I guess how are you looking just in terms of potentially growing your career?
I think there's a lot of similarities into fighting and acting. I act pretty much all of my career. Before every fight, I'm terrified. I'm extremely uncomfortable when I walk in the octagon. But I have to act like I'm excited and happy to be there. To not give my opponent some confidence. It's a lot of mental warfare. So you have to act. And also, when you get ready for a fight, you do a lot of rehearsal in a lot of repetition of different scenarios that might occur. But when you get into the fight, you find out quick enough that your opponent is never as good as you think he was. He's never as bad. He's always different. And in acting, it's the same thing. You can rehearse a scene many times, but when you get on set, everything changed. The reaction of the people you play with can be different. Everything changes. So you need to be like Bruce Lee said, be like water, my friend, and be ready to deal with everything.
I guess there's a learning curve to it because some people talk about the parallel with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's career and yours, although we'll forgive him for the Scorpion King. He has certainly done, tremendous work. How did you get into this, understanding that acting was part of your world as a fighter, but now something you take to the screen?
Well, I've done some roles before, but I was very busy competing. And now that I retired, it's a full-time job for me. It's been 2 years now that I'm taking classes every week. And I'm a little bit obsessive compulsive. When I do something, I want to be the best that I can be in it. And I was the same when I was fighting, and it leads me to having a lot of success. And now I'm in acting. So I know there's level into this game, and I don't consider myself a black belt yet in acting, but I'm getting there. Like I'm improving every week, every month.
George, since you're in Hollywood now, I guess what's the impact from your perspective that COVID has had on the industry, and has it disrupted any of your plans just in terms of potential projects?
Yeah, just the filming of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, we started about almost 2 years ago, when COVID has delayed everything and it was on pause for a long time. Then they found a way to do it safely, and it's great. Like I know that the industry now was on pause for a long time, but now it start to, with the vaccine and everything, I think it start to restart again, and I'm very excited. There's a very excited moment, and also there's this new trend in Hollywood now. I think that when they want a guy to play the role of an Italian, they're going to choose someone with an Italian background. They want a guy to play a role of an Irish, they're going to choose someone with an Irish background. And it's the perfect timing because of my martial art background. When they need someone to play someone who's like a good fighter or an action star with martial art, I'm the one who did it for real for many years. So I just need to improve my acting skills, but the physicality of it, I got it good.
Very quickly, have you been able to keep up your work with the George St. Pierre Foundation during the pandemic?
Yeah, of course. For me, it's very important to give back charities, because it's a motivation for me. The more success I have, the more I can help people with it. So it's very important for me.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you to George St. Pierre, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He is an actor as well as UFC champion. You can see the show streaming on Disney Plus. When we come back, we're going to check your 2 and 2, the stocks that Seana and I think you might want to pay attention to.